Morning and welcome back. As you can see this morning, it's snowing here today. Unbelievable for the middle of April, but that's what we deal with here anyway. So just to show you the finished product of the shed, just the fertilizer spreader was there. Didn't bother moving it, a few bits, but we have that all cleaned out. Now there is two skylights there that were missing that I don't know what I'm going to put back, because there is an option maybe that there might be cattle in this silage pit at some point, so I might just put a few lats back in it, or else get one of the sheets, the aerated sheets where there's gaps in the sheet, maybe put that up. I don't know yet, but the wet's feckin' blowing in there, so we need to put something back on it anyway, I know that. But it's good just to get the shed cleaned out, have a bit of space, put stuff in, hopefully a bit tidier, because it's just, everything gathers up and it gets into a mess very quickly, and if you don't try and keep on top of it, it's just a nightmare then. So yeah, so we're just going to be general feeding up to the other shed, feed the cattle, feed the ewes, because I haven't actually got back to the ewes for a couple of days feeding them, so I definitely have to get to them today. And just has been serious rain as well, so I just want to check the lambs and everything up there, make sure everything's okay. Probably just going back out to the gates. I'll just show you that we hung the gates there in the last video. It's just the last video was getting just a little bit long, so I didn't get back to that. I didn't go back to it. Show you today, we hung the gates. Just need to do a bit of fencing there now. It's not completely finished tidying up, but it'll do just for the minute. Because we're running back and forth from one job to the other, and I had a young lad with me there. Had a young lad with me there the weekend for 2 days, so we were just running back and forth trying to get loads of jobs done, making the use of them. So yeah, that's it. I'm just looking out here now. This snow is getting heavier. You can see out in the field there. It's pelting down snow. It's absolutely pelting down snow. Don't know whether you can see that or not really well, but it's absolutely pelting snow here. Absolutely pelting snow. Like, I mean, as heavy as snow as you'd see in December or January. Like, it's if that keeps at that for an hour, there's going to be a lot of snow. Now, like, it only has just started there and the ground is white already. So, don't know whether you can really see it or not. Back at the sheep shed here, where we're just going to be moving the pet lambs over to just a pen down here where we usually keep the pets. It's a bigger pen, and oh, maybe there's one of them lads dead, is he? I think so, yes. There's a dead lad in. Now they were there. I wonder, did she lie on him? I can see poo there. It looks as if she feckin' lay on him. But I knew they were there. They were there this morning. They were lambed this morning. They're very small little lads. But there's one of them dead there now. Anyway, it actually, I can see it flattened there. She just might have lay on him. That's not unknown. It's not unknown. It wasn't actually too bad this year. I think I had 2 lay on myself. But anyway, we're going to set up gates, small gates along there, so that the lambs can't actually get through it, and then we may put gates along the barrier. And like, these lads are off the milk now, so I won't be bringing the feeder over. There's a couple of little lads there that will be left, but they're not on the feeder. They were sort of donny little lads, and I couldn't get them on the feeder. They wouldn't drink it, so I'm just still feeding them the bottle. So we might get the feeder now when we're finished with it, and clean the feckin' thing out, clean it out. But yeah, just going back to the snow. the snow went quickly, in fairness, but like it's just very cold. There's no grass growth up here, and maybe people were questioning why I don't let the cattle out, or allow people up in this area don't let the cattle out till the end of April, is because there's just no grass. As I say, I need to go back and assess where I spread the slurry on the grass and stuff like that. I ordered some fertilizer yesterday, but it's still huge money. It's huge money, so ordered some anyway, so maybe it'll be here next week. We'll see if it's here next week, we maybe put some out, but it's still have a shitload of dung to get out. But anyway, just there's a few ewes and lambs sort of scattered everywhere in the shed. So there's actually another dead lad in there, where there was a tiny little set as well. They were tiny, and my dad was actually feeding them, but one lad didn't make it either. And he had an exceptionally good lambing, where you could count on one hand the amount of lambs he lost. Was very, very good mortality rate. But I wasn't too bad, but I lost enough, you know what I mean? By the time you lose a few out in the field, and then you lose some ewes, I lost a good few. But anyway, what we're going to do now is get the lambs. I've two young lads with me, Senan and his buddy Alfie is with me. So they're going to maybe catch the lambs if they're not too rough with them, and we'll bring them over. But we want to set up the gates there first, and then this will probably be the end of this video. It'll probably be a short video today. I'll go back up and just show you where I hung the gates, and because that should have been really in the last video, but the last video was just getting too long. And then we'll have an update on TB test, where I'm reading TB in the morning, but it's probably not a good update. But anyway, we'll maybe discuss that in the next video. So we've two lads here today. We have head cameraman Senan, who you've met before, and we have his buddy Alfie. So they're going to be the top lamb catchers today. Got them lads moved now. Have them over here. Just that trough. I'll be taking that out and putting one of the calf ones that hangs on the gate there, so they're not pissing the shit in it. I have one up in another yard. Just that'll have to do for the minute, but they're all there, and I just stuck the rings on any of their tails that weren't done, and a hay rack there, and they've just more space there to. They'll probably stay there now till they're finished. So there's a few ewe lambs there. I don't know whether they'll ever make breeding or not, but most of them will go for butchering. Just here to show you these. Where I was saying, we hung both gates now. It's not quite finished. It's just that you have to put a little bit of clay back up there, get it with the loader or something like that, and then. There actually needs to be a little bit of wire put there as well to stop the cattle getting out there, and then that all, as I said before, all needs to be fenced. Just need a little bit more clay here. We just didn't get everything finished with the digger. We're running from one job to the next, but we did get a load of new stakes along that ditch, and it goes the whole way around there, where we put down a good few more stakes with the digger. Just need to, I'm actually out of staples, so just need to get a bucket of staples, and we'll get that wire stapled up, and this will just work handy. It'll work as a pen now once I've that gate there, and like, yeah, I'll even have two pens. I could have a pen here, and then I could have a pen, if I have that fenced, I'd have a pen in that laneway as well. So it's just vital. Whereas I was saying earlier in the video, we'll have a TB update, and that's could be some of the reason why I'm doing this. So yeah, I'm just going up to it's actually a cracking evening now. So I'm just going up to feed the ewes on the hill, give the ewes some meal, and just check the lambs. Just going up to do that, because it's a cracking evening. It's after dinner now, and so we'll head up and do that. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. some nice lambs there now. There is some nice lambs, but they're starting to get some of them a little bit dirty in the back end, so I actually had planned on dosing them and doing a good bit of work with them now. I might check in the vets to see have they got the Heptavac P plus, because I'd inject them. But still, the RF vaccine hadn't come back in, so if the RF vaccine did come, I must check to see they come in, because like even I'd still do them at this point. And I know there was a couple with RF up in the other place, up in the other field, and I still just haven't got back to getting them in, to treating them. Like, Yo's feet need to be paired a few. The lambs need to be dosed, maybe with 2 doses, maybe with a mineral and a wormer. They need to be branded. I'd probably mark them maybe for wethers and Yo lambs. Maybe not this time, but there's a lot of work needs doing with them, so maybe over the weekend I get to it. But like all the Yo's are not coming down, but the grass is tight here. There's probably only another week or 2 here, and then I'll have to move them. I'll be moving them in there. But as I say, I've put out no fertiliser yet. It's ordered, and I'll be putting it up here first, because even the Yo's up the top field where we're going next, they're just very tight there, very tight. So yeah, I'll be saving this up for silage. So yeah, I want to get fertiliser out. That'll probably be next week as well. So that's to say, you fall behind your jobs, and then the next thing comes, and you're just behind the whole time. Like, these lambs really need to be doing. Some good lambs, but some middling lambs, you know, that type of way. Happy with some of them. Like there, look, there's like coming over to the bucket there now. Real good lamb. Most of these are chevets. There's a few blacks in here, just where, just for handiness sake, put them in here. Yeah, just when I was loading there after the snow, just for handiness sake, I put them in here. But all the ones up there are Suffolk crosses. Most of these are chevets. So I'm down on chevet numbers at the minute. Just the way things have happened. I lost an awful lot of Yo's over the last couple of years, and just money hasn't been there to put back into it. So, but look, we're going to try build them up over the next few years. Really want to build up to a minimum of 300 Yo's really myself, without my dad. So there's a bit of work in that. So seeing this black lad down here, I'm just wonder, is there something wrong with him? It's not a good sign that he let you get that close. He's up and away, but he's hungry, We'll probably have to bring that lad back in. So I'm just going to drive up around the rest of them here. That lad's just hungry, that. There's another dead lamb, and I was up here yesterday. I was here yesterday, and that lad wasn't dead, and that's how much he's been eating. I don't know how you keep them alive. I don't know how you keep them alive, because even the storm, the wet in the storm, 2 died up here after that. And now I was up here yesterday, and I seen there was nothing sick. Didn't see anything sick or anything wrong, so I just don't know how do you keep them alive. I'd say now, realistically, they need the Heptavac P now. they need to be injected, because it just could be pneumonia. Like, they're big enough now, they really need that vaccination and a dose. Not saying now that worms kill them or anything like that, or pneumonia, but pneumonia is a bad killer. Just fed the other ones there. Not going to show everything because you've seen it before, so, but I think I just seen in the distance where there was a ewe running up where I joined my neighbour, and I think there could be a lamb in behind the wire. So I think there could be a few lambs behind the wire, and I think I know where they're getting in as well. I actually know where they're getting in. Like, if you look at, turn the camera around, you look at, like, there's no grass there, and like the top half of this field got slurry. Would have been there just after the slurry ban. So the top half of this field actually got a good bit of slurry. Would have been probably more than 2,000 gallons to the acre. So you can just see that lamb there in behind the fence. Oh, he's gone again now. He's probably gone down here to the... That's a neighbour's field in there, so... I'd say I made a switch off the camera. That he got back in there. There was actually a few of them out. It's not hard to find out where they were getting out. So they're getting under the wire there. But that strainer's gone, and the strainer for the gate's gone, and this gate's feckin' half falling down. Just so much fencing and stuff to do everywhere. It's but sure, look, it's an ongoing thing, isn't it? So yeah, I've nothing with me now to block that at the minute. That's a neighbour's meadow for silage, so I have to keep them out of there. Because next thing they'll be dragging in the ewes, next thing the feckin' half them will be in. So probably tomorrow, yeah, I'd say tomorrow I'll put something in that, because the next thing they'll be all out. So yeah, I would say that's the end of this video, because it's probably... Oh, I see the sheep are getting out now down the gate. Look, if you like this video, give it a like, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, and we will see you at the next one.